I just want to ask you, what was the one word that would best describe how you felt when it was announced that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the next president and vice president of the United States?
I was thrilled. He's become a brother, a genuinely good friend. Kamala is one of my earliest supporters when I first launched my presidency. So I'm personally invested in them. And they have the character and experience, I think, to do an outstanding job in a very difficult time, a very challenging time in this country. The kinds of things that I saw over the last 4 years that endanger democracy operating the way it should.
Yeah.
And I think that what Joe and Kamala can do is to level set, to reestablish that we don't use the Justice Department, for example, to go after political enemies, that we don't mingle personal business interests with the business of government, that there's an expectation that the president doesn't routinely lie or reshape the truth to his own convenience, that he doesn't call journalists enemies of the state. Those kinds of things, which in some ways we became numb to over the last several years. I think that's the stuff that can be fixed, and Joe and Kamala will set a different tone. I think every president has been held to a different standard relative to this president. I think Donald Trump breached so many norms, so many basic assumptions about what a president should or should not do, that you can't come up with a comparable set of behaviors in the past. I think Michelle and I joke about the fact that one of the bigger scandals of my presidency was me wearing a tan suit during a press conference. We went through our rough patches in the White House, as she's written about and she's talked about. But I tell you that the thing that I think we were good about was talking stuff through, never losing fundamental love and respect for each other, and prioritizing our kids. And the other thing that helps, and I write about this in the book, is having my mother-in-law, Ms. Marion Robinson. She kind of kept things going, and I'm sure that there were times where Michelle was furious at me, but she'd go up to the third floor, and Ms. Marion was sitting there, and she'd be like, well, I know defended her son-in-law more often than I was aware of. Kept me out of trouble.